Hey everyone, I'm on a feature. It's a travel job, so I'm away from my regular setup, so sorry for the poor quality video, but I wanted to show everyone the battery save workflow that I've been using because I'm really happy with it. The way I used to do saving battery units was to put all of them in a group and then just have an inhibited fader and take all my Titan tubes down that way. The problem with this is if I saved batteries, oftentimes when we're between setups, we want to flash a unit, and you'll see that the inhibitor overrides that. I can't flash the unit, we'll have to add units to the group, and there's no easy way to update a group. I could delete it and remake it, but then I have to remake the fader, and that's slow. And then sometimes we have units that get hardlined, or there are units that become battery units, and so the group system just didn't work for me, so I've actually been doing it with shocker sequences. So the way I do this is I grab all my battery units, the Titan tubes in this case, and I just set them to out, and then I record that as a new sequence. Okay, so sequence 2, and we'll call this save battery. Okay, and then we'll do manual values only and selection only, which in this case I only changed the Titan tubes, so it's kind of the same, but it's just a habit to do both because they're selected anyway. And the only value I changed was intensity, so all it's doing is taking those units to 0. Great, so now they're out, and if I bring this fader down, they come back up. So all I have to do is either just toggle the sequence on and off to save batteries, or bring the fader up, and it's really slick and fast. And then what's nice is, let's say we hardline 201. All I have to do is I have to go into my save battery. So I selected the sequence by going into the sequence menu, selecting my save battery sequence, and we see it at the top, and then select the unit I want to take out of that sequence, go update, selection only, and remove it, and then boom. So now my battery save sequence only affects the rest of the Titans, the ones I want to keep in there. Hopefully that makes sense. And just like that, you can also, and I can go back to my main sequence and do all this stuff. So I have everything in red right now. And then the other thing I've been doing in my save battery sequence is kind of making a work light mode. So actually, let's say in my main look here, we have, I'll turn off my battery saver. Oops. So in my main look, everything's on, everything's red. Let's actually say that everything's 50%. So I'll just update that main look there. Okay. But when I save batteries, I also kind of want to turn work lights on. This is something that we've been doing with a lot of crazy colors. So I can go into my battery look, and I'll go ahead and turn it on. And then I'll also take the sky panels and just take out their crossfade. And then maybe we bring them to full because we need a lot of light for whatever departments need to work between takes. You, of course, would dial this to taste, and then all we have to do is update all the manual values. So now when we save batteries, so this is our look, and then when we save batteries, work lights turn on. Great. And then if we wanted to, let's say 201 got unplugged from hardline and we want to add that in, I see that I'm still in my battery save sequence, so I can just update that. Okay, so I am in my look, save batteries, and I get work lights. Let's say I don't want the work lights anymore, I'm still in my save battery sequence, I can just select all of the sky panels, select selection only, remove them out. Okay, so now they just stay in their look, and I can save batteries completely independently. So this is a really nice, flexible way to do it, I think. And I can just assign a MIDI button to toggle this on and off, and that saves my batteries. I've tried using look favorites, inhibitors. I think this is the slickest and most adjustable way to do it. So hopefully this helps in your endeavors, and you can get pretty fancy with some of this stuff in between takes. Last little note, just when you're going back into recording your looks, just make sure you switch back to your main sequence or whatever sequence you're using to record, because you don't want to record a bunch of looks in your battery save sequence. So anyway, happy programming.